Hi, my name is Marietta Mehanni, and this week's Aqua Tip is a travelling move. Now, I'll be honest about this move because it's a pendulum. Now, for the longest time, I really felt that this move didn't work very well sideways. You know, because we're doing a pendulum move, normally we do these sorts of arms, right? So arms go across. And I thought, well, it's going sideways. Can you move sideways? Yes, you can. So I'm going to take back everything I said about the pendulum not working sideways. It does. You've just got to get in the pool and try it. And I think I made up my mind about that before getting in the water. So remember with the pendulum, the goal is to bring the foot back to where the other one was, right? Back to where the other one was. Now, when you travel sideways, you have to bring the foot back in to be effective. Now, this is the thing to be careful of, because I can do a pendulum with my feet wide apart, and this doesn't feel like I'm doing anything at all. See how my legs are really wide apart? So the key here is to try and bring that foot, if I'm moving this way, back to where the other one was. So here, pull it in. 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 Let's go back. Here, pull it in. Pull a leg in. Pull a leg in. Pull a leg in. Pull a leg in. Ah, that's a good move. I really like it. It's awesome going sideways because you really work the adductors. So let's make this clear. You're moving to your right. It's your left leg that's going to pull in. Yeah, and that's where you'll feel in the left adductor. Here, pull in. Here, pull in. Here, pull in. So you've got to pull that leg in. Out, pull in. You're moving to your left. You've got to pull the right leg in. Right leg in. Right leg in. And I'd also encourage them to lift themselves up vertically so you also don't get this hello, that's not an exercise. Now, pendulum can also work forwards and back. Yeah, just reverse stroke or breaststroke arms will work. So here, now you can do a breaststroke action on every leg lift. So let's clarify that. So I'm going here, 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 here. It's quite a challenging exercise cardio-wise, lower body-wise, and then back, 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 back. Now, to do that, you need to get up pretty high so that you can get the timing with your legs to get the arms moving. Now you can also do it on every second one. So if I go right leg, see how my arms are moving slower? And I can go back on my left leg, 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 back. So you've got a couple of choices there. Definitely adding the arms on every lift of the leg is a lot harder than doing the arms every time the right leg lifts, for example. To me, I feel like they're two different exercises and they're two options, right? So option one is go out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, and back, in, back, in, back, in, back, in. And then option two is one, oof, 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 back, back, back. Woo, baby. That's a good exercise. So, pendulum can move sideways, can move forwards and back. Great way to spice up your traveling moves. And that is this week's Aqua Tip. You know, I've been teaching water exercise classes for a very long time. It's 35 years now. And I'm still learning. I'm still breaking belief systems about the way you can do something in the pool. And as I said in the pool, I honestly thought that the pendulum, because it was a side TikTok action, the traveling sideways did not make any sense. It makes so much more sense to do it because of the increased activation of the adductors. But the most important aspect of this is the technique. And you've got to get the technique right on the spot before you start moving. So when I teach a pendulum, this is how I would say it. Okay, pendulum, we're going to go opposite. Arms go the opposite way to legs. So that's the first thing I talk about. So the arms need to go the opposite way. And then what I'd like you to do is try to get your foot back on the same tile that your other foot was. So you want to pull the leg in, lift yourself up vertically, and this is where I use the frame. So I talk about going straight up as you do this and propel yourself upwards so that your body stays still, but your arms and your legs move across the body. So that's the basic technique. And then of course you want to refer to the arms, long arms, palms going in the same direction across your body. See if you can get your arms to sweep past your thighs, because otherwise they do this, right? So once they've got that and you're satisfied with that, because the technique matters as to how effective this next exercise is, then you ask them to travel down the pool, for example. So now once you travel down the pool, and you're going to have to pull in as you move down the pool with your inner thighs. So it's out, pull that right leg in, out, pull that right leg in. So as you move to left, you're going to have to pull your right leg in harder. You're going to feel a little bit more on the inner thigh. As you go to left, out, in, out, pull the left leg in, pull the left leg in. Push the arms across to the left harder so that you can actually move across to the right. You'll feel this in your adductors. And what you want to do is watch for this body action and also look at their legs. Clearly they're not going to be able to pull their leg into where the other one was, but because they're moving down the pool. But you want to look for that vertical alignment, and then you know that they're going to get that inner thigh workout. And point that out as being a goal. When you're traveling forwards, of course, you want the same sort of great technique with the body pushing upwards, but then you've got the option to do either one action, one breaststroke action for every TikTok or pendulum swing. So right leg, left, moving forwards. And then you can give people option 2 where they're going to go out, 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 out. But to get those arm actions, they've got to spring up high enough for a rebounding type motion that takes a little longer to get those arms working. It's a great traveling move, and this is great if you want to build intensity in your class. So, you know, if you've got a short hit section, this will definitely drive it. But the technique, again, I know I keep coming back to it, because if they're doing this and their feet are wide apart and their bodies are moving side to side, they will not feel the intensity that you're trying to get them to achieve. And what can come across then is a bit of, this instructor doesn't know what she's talking about. You come across as being disingenuous, because what you're saying and what they're feeling are two different things. So talk to them, tell them, the goal here is to push your body up and as upwards as possible, and that's where you're going to get the heart rate. I often say to my class, you know, if you're not feeling this exercise, try the faster arm action and push yourself up. The more you go up, the wider your arms are, the more challenge you will feel. So I also tell them about where they could go. You know what? Getting people to work cardiovascularly intense in the pool is the goal, regardless of age. We can help every single person improve their VO2 max, which is going to make sure that they can stay out of the nursing homes and be able to enjoy fuller, better lives. I hope that you enjoy these Aqua Tips. If you do, hit the subscribe button, and that is this week's Aqua Tip.